everyone, my name is Allegra Miller and I'm here today to share with you the astrology for today, January 17th, and the essential oils that will be helpful in alchemizing these energies. Before I get started making specific essential oil recommendations, I do want to strongly emphasize that I'm strictly referring to the brand doterra here. There's a huge difference, in my opinion, in terms of caliber, chemistry, therapeutic value, and potential for the type of alchemy that I'm referring to. It's been over 7 years that I've been using, teaching about, and selling doterra, and I can't say enough good things about my own alchemical journey with that brand of oil. So if you're interested in purchasing oils, please reach out. I would love to help you in that journey. If you have specific questions about what's best for you and your family, please reach out. I have several credentials in the healing arts, and I see clients for naturopathic consultations, life coaching sessions, bodywork sessions. All depends if you're in the area or remotely. I do work with people all over the map. So anyway, thank you so much for being here and listening. I know if you've been listening to these videos, I'm scooted back a little bit today because I haven't mentioned it, but every video I dress according to the moon, according to what energy I feel the moon is sort of embodying in the form of clothing. And today I've got my mermaids. I don't know if you can see it too close, but these are two mermaids and an anchor. We're in the Pisces moon energy still, so my watery Cancerian nature found it fun to wear my mermaids today. So interesting astrology. I mentioned the moon being conjunct Neptune in yesterday's video, early this morning at 4:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm really glad that I mentioned it here because it helped emphasize it in my own path, because I had some really lucid dreams again last night. I woke up, I don't usually write dreams down, just like I told you or recommended in the video yesterday. I wrote my dreams down and found it very interesting with the moon conjunct Neptune, which is really deeper insight into flashes of insight, sort of resurrecting issues from the past. The characters that showed up in my dream last night were people I haven't seen for a good long stretch, and it was just a very interesting dream, and dreams very vivid, so I wrote them down this morning. Hopefully you still remember yours and took my advice yesterday, because I did find it very valuable. And on that note, for what to do with that energy, all of a sudden you're confronting characters from perhaps, I don't know how many years ago yours might be, but mine were a hot minute ago. I would be using Breathe oil, which most of you probably have, or you could use, Breathe. And I rub that in my hands, and without touching my nose or mouth, I cup that over without touching my eyes, I cup that over my nose and mouth and take at least 3 deep breaths in. And that's going to just really help any deep grief or unhealed, unfinished business that may be popping up. I'm referencing Breathe because it's an oil that most doTERRA oilers have. So the other one that I put on my heart, front and back. Oh, I keep forgetting. I think this is a really good idea. Before I go on and about the astrology and the oils, I'm going to make a list of the oils I'm going to be using today, and we can all put them on together if you have them handy. So let's start with Breathe, Forgive, Peace, Siberian Fir, or any fir, Adaptive, Immortelle, Black Pepper, Copaiba, Grapefruit, Melaleuca, Oregano, Patchouli, Balance, Motivate, and Passion. That's a lot, so get what you have, and you have options, because I have little categories for each segment that I'm working on. And anyway, so resurrecting things from the past. Yes, Breathe is going to be helpful for that. Forgive and Console I don't have here, so we'll add that one to the list. Forgive and console go hand in hand. Front and back of the heart. Why front and back of the heart? Front is helping to clear the future timelines. The back is the past timelines. And everything in between is where it goes once it's on the front and back of you. So that came out in a funny way, but bear with me. Okay, so Siberian fir I chose here because that's really helpful at healing our ancestry. It's helpful in healing timelines. It is helpful in forgiving yourself for, I know we've got forgive here, which has got that in, but Siberian fir is specifically good at transmuting the genetic line and clearing and healing and accepting the generations before you, the lifetimes before you. If that's your vibe, take what you want and leave the rest here. But if that's where your belief system is. Otherwise, yes, clearing the ancestry, clearing the future ancestry. That's all going to be good. I've mentioned the eruptive energies of the 19th, 20th, 21st. We're under the influence of that right now. So I do want to keep you going on adaptive. Whenever you think of it throughout the day, adaptive is good to put right at the web between your thumb and your first finger, back of the neck, bottom of the feet. I like to put mine right in the belly button. That's going to be good. Let's see. So peace, forgive. Peace is just an instant calm. If you woke up feeling confronted by dreams, or you're going to probably feel confronted in this Pisces moonlight, I'm going to get into some of the tendencies we're looking at. Peace can help you just be more at peace with yourself. Yes, it's about peace in general. People usually think peace between people, but it can help you be more deeply at peace with yourself. Okay, so let's see, the next monumental things happening, or noteworthy things happening. I don't know if they're necessarily monumental, but they're noteworthy. The moon is sextile Pluto at 3:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. That is going to be confronting some of the shadowy aspects of Pisces that I talked about yesterday. So Pisces is super in tune, tapped into higher levels of awareness, intuition, etc. Oftentimes that oversensitivity can create a desire to dumb those senses down and do things to dumb down the senses, whether it's sex, drugs, work, food, escapist type of behaviors, okay? So that, with this moon sextile Pluto, again, 3:55 p.m., that is going to be putting us in touch with whatever those aspects that might be kind of bubbling up to the surface in this moonlight, especially being that the sun is in Capricorn right now, which is more pedal to the metal, let's get shit done, earth-based, less up in the head like a Pisces. So we've got kind of these two polarities coming together with this energy, which is bound to make us just be more mindful of that which is not in service to the practical self-actualization of what the deeper part of us is telling us to do. Jupiter in Aquarius is squaring Uranus in Taurus at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is going to kind of be similar energy to what I just spoke. It's going to really force you to confront what's not working, what needs to be changed. It's a good energy to take the first step in making any kind of big shift in your life, whether it's a shift in financial stream, whether it's starting a workout plan, whether it's starting to write that book that you haven't written, or whatever the case may be, it is going to force you to actually take a step. And with the Uranus energy, there can be quick circumstances that come unexpected that get that ball rolling. Unexpected call, unexpected bill, who knows? But anyway, okay, I didn't mention with the moon sextile Pluto, that energy and confronting some of the shadowy aspects of our habits that don't serve us. I picked several for this because I think with us going into the Aries moon tomorrow, it's really about letting go of the things that are keeping us from doing what we know. Grapefruit and Slim and Sassy, taken internally, are very helpful in curbing self-sabotage behaviors, the oversex, overdrug, overwork, overeat, that type of thing, over-spiritualize, whatever the case, overthink. Oregano is going to be helpful in cutting energies off that no longer serve us, so those addictive tendencies can also be an energy. Sticky thoughts. I think of oregano as a cord cutter. I put it on the bottom of my feet, I put it on my hands, and I do a little ritual around that. I call in Archangel Michael. You do whatever you're called to call forth in that. But that's when I am specifically asking for help from the other side to clear unhealthy attachments, whether they're inner or outer attachments, thought forms, etc. Copaiba I chose because copaiba is one that is good for people that, well, actually I'm going to put these two together. Black pepper and copaiba are really good for addictive circuits. The grapefruit, Slim and Sassy, copaiba, black pepper, all good to take internally to curb those behaviors that help keep us small. Copaiba activates the endogenous cannabinoid receptors in a non-psychoactive way that can be very helpful if you're trying to not do, whether it's marijuana or smoking. It can just help with some of those those cravings. Black pepper, really great for ending addictive patterns. If you put it on your big thumb and your big toe, rub it in. That can be great. Taking it internally. It's the oil of helping to clear the not self and strip away the aspects of the you that you're growing out of and evolving into a newer, higher dimensional you. Anyway, I guess that's enough about that. Melaleuca is the last one in that category, and that would be a good one to do with the oregano that I mentioned, that cord-cutting energy of just putting on the hands and the feet and visualizing yourself cutting all unhealthy attachments. All right, so let's move forward with the rest of the day. The sun is sextile. I did want to mention, because of the Uranus and Taurus energy, any grounding oil, you could use the fir that I mentioned earlier, but balance and patchouli are super helpful in getting you rooted to the earth plane, and that's really what this energy is pulling us forth to confront today, is what needs to be shifted on the earth plane, on the material plane, to get us more in alignment with our best and highest good. As uncomfortable as it might be to confront the scenery, the characters need to be tweaked some. So this helps us keep both feet on the ground, to see that, to work with it, to take those first steps. And then I would also pair that with oils like Motivate, Passion. If we look at Motivate, you might not have Motivate, but you might have some of these oils. Peppermint, clementine, coriander, that one you wouldn't have, rosemary. Those are going to be some of those oils. But lemon would also be a good one you probably have at home that just gets you clear. Anyway, so that is tonight. The sun is sextile the sun at 10:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is all about having faith in the achievement of your dreams. It's honor. Hi everyone, I got cut off in that last video, so I'm going to wrap things up by talking about that moon being sextile the sun late tonight at 10:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. that is going to help us have faith in achieving the dreams and the clarity that has come with the earlier energies of the day. It's also going to help us honor our unique genius when we're in alignment with our dharmic path. In other words, when we're being true to the deeper sense of our self, our true self, then we recognize that there's no two alike and that we all have a unique genius to impart on the planet, and that we're all these amazing, unique flowers of consciousness that there's no need for competition in that. So there's a real sense of like mutual support and connection and being open to the synchronistic, spontaneous connections that could happen unexpectedly in some of this Uranus energy. Anyway, the moon will move void of course right after that sextile, and that's perfect for those of you that are going to be sleeping during that time, because void of course moon is not a good time to take any major new actions or be super active, period. It's a time to go inward and be quite yin, clarify, etc. So that's perfect for time to go to sleep early, write in your notebook, etc. And prepare for this moon going into Aries, which is happening at 2:07 a.m. And with the sun in Capricorn and the moon in Aries, that's going to be a really good energy to be productive and to get things done. So all these clarifying energies that are coming through today will be helpful in tomorrow really getting a lot done. So be prepared for that. I don't know what time I'll get this video done necessarily in the morning, but I do suggest that you start your day with some action kickers. So motivate and passion that I mentioned earlier, that would be good to actually go to sleep with and to wake up with. Lemon in the morning will help you focus. In tune will help you focus. And keep that patchouli that I mentioned and the balance going to keep you grounded on the earth plane so that you're able to get things done. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. Have a fabulous rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for listening, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. If I can be of service to you and your family, please reach out. I'd love to help. And in the meantime, enjoy the energy, and I will talk to you in the next video.